You know, there's something my 78-year-old neighbor, Evelyn, said to me last week that hit home. She was rubbing her aching knees and sighed. I thought this pain was just part of getting older, until I realized I was causing most of myself. And you know what? She's right. After working with hundreds of seniors as a physical therapist, I've discovered something surprising. Many of the chronic aches and pains we blame on aging come from habits we can change. Today, we're going to uncover 5 common but dangerous habits that people over 60 need to stop right now if they want to avoid unnecessary pain. These aren't complicated medical issues. They're simple, everyday behaviors that sneak up on us. The good news? By making small adjustments, you can often see improvements in how you feel within weeks. Let's start with a habit that's secretly sabotaging more seniors than almost anything else. 1, the "I'll just rest it" trap. Here's the painful truth. When we stop moving, our bodies start stiffening. That sore back or aching knee often gets worse with rest, not better. Research shows that gentle movement lubricates joints and reduces inflammation better than sitting still. What to do instead? For general stiffness, try slow, gentle walks. Even 5 minutes helps. For sore joints, do range of motion exercises in warm water. For back pain, practice safe stretches like knee chest pulls while lying down. My patient Carl, 72, thought his back pain meant he needed to stop gardening. Instead, we created a movement menu of gentle stretches to do before and after. Now, I'm back to growing tomatoes with half the pain, he says. 2, the morning rush. Your body needs about an hour to fully wake up after sleeping. Jumping out of bed and immediately bending to tie shoes, reaching for high shelves, twisting to grab something, is a recipe for pulled muscles and strained backs. Try this gentler morning routine. Sit on the edge of the bed and take 5 deep breaths. Do gentle ankle circles and shoulder rolls. Stand up slowly, holding onto something stable if needed. Retired nurse Martha calls this her coffee break for joints. Just 2 minutes that savor from that mid-morning stiffness. 3, the "I've always done it this way" mindset. This one's tricky because it feels so natural. Maybe you lift heavy grocery bags the same way you did at 40. Sleep in the same position you have for decades. Get up from chairs without using your arms. But here's the reality. Your 60-plus body needs different mechanics. Simple fixes. Lift with legs, not back, by pretending you're sitting in a chair. Try sleeping with a pillow between your knees for hip alignment. Use armrests when standing. It takes 40% pressure off the knees. My yoga student Linda, 68, resisted changing how she got out of her car until one tweak. Swinging both legs out first stopped her hip pain completely. You know what's fascinating? Many of the habits causing our pain feel completely harmless in the moment. It's only weeks or months later that we realize, wait, when did my knees start hurting every time I climbed stairs? That's exactly what happened to my friend Walter, who's 74. He told me, I thought I was just being careful by avoiding exercise, but turns out I was being careless with my health. Let's dive into the next 2 dangerous habits that might be quietly contributing to your aches and pains, and more importantly, what to do instead. For the comfortable chair deception, here's something most people don't realize. That soft, cushy chair you love, it's probably weakening your muscles and hurting your posture. When we sink into deep couches or recliner for hours, our core muscles stop working. Our hips tighten. Our spine rounds into a painful position. Physical therapist Dr. Amin explains, sitting in a chair where your knees are higher than your hips is like leaving your car parked in first gear. Eventually, something's going to give. Try these fixes instead. Use a firm cushion to raise your hips above knee level. Place a small rolled towel behind your lower back. Set a timer to stand and stretch every 30 minutes. My neighbor Rose, 79, made a simple change. She switched her favorite TV watching spot to a firmer dining chair with a pillow. After 2 weeks, my back stopped hurting so much in the mornings, she reported. 5, the silent inflammation boosters in your diet. What you eat affects your joints more than you might think. These common foods can worsen inflammation and pain. Sugar. the number one culprit for joint inflammation. Processed carbs, white bread, crackers, and pastries. Vegetable oils, soybean, corn, and sunflower oils. But here's the good news. Small changes can make a big difference. Swap white bread for whole grain. Use olive oil instead of vegetable oil. Try fruit for dessert instead of cookies. Retired Chef Tony, 72, started making these changes and noticed something amazing. The stiffness of my hands improved enough that I could open jars again without asking for help. The pain prevention power of water. While we're talking about what goes into your body, let's address something crucial. Dehydration makes every type of pain worse. As we age, our thirst signals weaken, but our need for water doesn't. Try this simple hydration strategy. Keep a filled water bottle where you sit most. Drink a glass before each meal. Eat more watery foods, cucumbers, watermelon, soup. My yoga student Margaret, 81, credits her hydration habit with eliminating her afternoon headaches and reducing her knee pain. You know, there's something powerful about realizing we have more control over our aches and pains than we think. My patient, 76-year-old Gloria, put perfectly, I spent years blaming my age for my pain. Turns out I just needed to stop sabotaging myself. That brings us to our final, most surprising habit that's hurting seniors everywhere. 5. The good posture can wait myth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Every minute you spend slouching in front of the TV, hunching over your phone, leaning on one hip while standing, is reshaping your spine for the worse. Poor posture doesn't just cause back pain. It can lead to reduced lung capacity, digestive issues, constant tension headaches. Try these instant posture fixes. Phone elevation. Hold devices at eye level. Sit smart. Imagine a string pulling your head toward the ceiling. Stand balanced. Distribute weight evenly on both feet. Physical therapist Dr. Chen recommends this quick check. If your ears aren't over your shoulders and your shoulders aren't over your hips, you're in pain waiting to happen. Putting it all together, let's recap our 5 dangerous habits to quit. Keycap 1, overresting stiff joints. Keycap 2, rushing your morning movements. Keycap 3, resisting body smart adaptations. Keycap 4, lounging in mobility killing chairs. Keycap 5, ignoring posture all day. Your pain prevention starter plan. This week, try the simple approach. Monday through Wednesday, add 5 minutes of gentle movement to your day. Walking, stretching. Adjust one sitting position. Add a pillow. Straighten your spine. Thursday through Saturday. Swap one inflammatory food for an anti-inflammatory option. Practice the phone elevation trick. Sunday, reflect on what feels better. You'll likely notice small improvements. Success story spotlight. George, 79, reduced back pain by 80% just by changing his chair and adding short walks. Martha, 72, overcame chronic knee pain by cutting soda and doing daily stretches. Carl, 81, regained ability to play with grandkids after fixing his posture. Remember what arthritis specialist Dr. Reynolds says, the body you have at 70 is the result of the choices you made at 60. The good news? It's never too late to start making better ones. Your turn. I'd love to hear which of these habits resonated most with you. Have you already noticed changes from adjusting any of them? Share in the comments to inspire others. If you found this helpful, pay it forward, hit that like button, and share with a friend who might need to hear this. Here's to your strength, mobility, and living with less pain at any age. Until next time, remember, your best years aren't behind you. They're what you make of today.